go crazy.
It's More Than Music, reporting live with, is it Stay Free or just Free? Free. Let's do it. All right, yes sir, we are back for another dope interview, man. You already know, man, it's your boy DJ Hollywood in the building. Don't forget the 8. And who we got in the building today, man? Come on, tell them, and now, come on, man.
Nigel Pompey, owner, founder, and creator of Pure Harmonious Revolutionary Experience, your number one health and wellness organization in the Albany area.
Yes sir, also known as
Phre.
All right, so for the people who've never heard of Phre, feel me, kind of, give them some game or some information, feel me. So what is Phre?
So Phre is my brainchild, and it really came to culmination when me and my significant other got together, and now it's really started to enter its toddler phase.
Mm-hmm.
And our whole focus is bringing integral products and services to our community and empowering our community to use our dollars to ask for and demand what we want to see in our community.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing is a health and wellness organization.
Yep.
And company, I should say, where we bring a lot of my own crafted products to the community. Everything from snacks and beverages to skincare products.
Okay, so y'all got options. That's good to hear. We'll dive into the the options a little bit more into the interview. So now, are you originally from? We're in the Capital District. Shout out to Albany, New York, man. 518. Don't forget the 8. But are you originally from Albany, New York?
Yes.
Okay,
I
word.
hail from here. Yeah.
So what sparked this idea to stay free?
To be honest, this is something that's really been with me since I was a child. My mother would probably call me difficult because of how adamant I was about not using the harmful chemicals and products on our bodies, in our house,
Facts.
in our foods. And, and I was on a crusade probably from the age of 5 to see everybody around me live a healthier, longer, better life.
So I see you said what was it? Non-harmonious? What was it? Did I say it right?
Pure Harmonious.
Pure harmonious. Pure.
Yes.
Yeah. Stand corrected, guys.
Yes.
So the brand slogan is
Don't put anything on your body that you wouldn't put in your body.
don't put anything on your body that you wouldn't put in your body.
Yeah.
That's a message right there.
Yes.
So what came up with for me? Where did that even derive from?
That came straight from the brain. I'm not even sure what to tell you about that one. I'm constantly sitting through meetings with my creative team, and I'm spitballing all day long, and that one kind of just came out naturally, and it just fit so well. It's followed us all over the years.
Yeah. So what came first? Did the acronym come first, or did the name Phre come first?
That's a good question. I would have to say it was kind of like it happened all at once.
Mm-hmm.
So we really wanted the company to embody our principles, not just in the full long name, but within the acronym itself. So we kind of would create names, cross them off the list, create a new name, cross it off the list.
Like this doesn't fit, right?
This don't fit,
Right.
don't fit. And eventually this came out, and I think it actually started off with a different ending. The experience was something else in the beginning. And
we got wifey on deck too. Shout out to wifey in the building. Yeah. So speaking of, wifey. So now let's talk about the branding design, because I know she plays a major role in that. Mm-hmm. So now talk about, from the logo, super dope logo. The logo gives me like a what do you call it? not genes. What is it? Like not chromosomes. What is it called? Come on, give me DNA. It gives me like a DNA look to it.
Okay.
So from even the slogan to the branding logo to even just you set the table yourself. Or y'all both of y'all set the table yourselves. Feel me?
Yeah.
So even just speak on that. Feel me? How did you guys get to this point where because I know it went to 0 to 100. Feel me? Because like we were talking before the interview, where you were like, yo, like you guys want to try my samples of my deodorant, and then it's like, oh, like a year later, like I have multiple products to sell you guys. So speak a little bit about the branding design and how that all developed over time.
So when it comes to the logo, I really, really wanted the logo to have some strong meanings behind it.
Mm-hmm.
So we created the logo. It's a brand new symbol of our own creation, and it's actually a combination of a couple of other symbols. A couple of other symbols.
Yeah, you good.
Symbolizing harmony and purity. And so that's really where that comes from. And I'm glad that you said that it reminded you of DNA, because that's really what we were going for as well, because everything started off, especially with our snacks and beverages and our body care products.
Facts.
And the whole idea is to lessen and or reverse genetic deterioration, which is the true cause of a lot of the health issues, conditions, birth defects that we see around us today. And there are some very simple things that we can do to, at the very least, lessen our exposure. And I'm trying to provide products that make that easier for our community.
I like that.
So the brand itself, I love green, I love purple, I love nature, and these are the colors that really, are most akin to us. Our blood is purple. You know what I'm saying? Our whole environment is mostly green. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And green is a color that we remember the most. It has the most impactful. It has the most impact on the mind when it comes to things, especially memory. What we're talking about here is DNA memory at the end of the day.
Yep.
So this kind of evolved from that, and I kind of, to be honest, was on the hunt for an uncover cloth that I really liked, and I stumbled upon this.
I like it. Look, check it out, y'all. Stop playing, man. Get your garments up, you heard? Nah, this is dope.
Ever since, every chance, if anybody has even a piece of this, it's mine. I buy it. I buy it all up.
So even up to the tablecloth, is the tablecloth like custom made?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, original creation.
Nice.
But my significant other, also creative director. Yes.
Shout out to her. Nah, that's fire. So now let's even talk about so you it's not just bodily products in a sense. You also have you got food on deck too. Feel me? You got some treats. You got the trail mix. So even talk about the trail mix, because I'm allergic to peanuts, right? So there's peanuts in the trail mix.
No.
We like that. Shop stay free. So
that's funny. I grew up on a peanut farm.
Oh wow, that is crazy. Yeah, that's like my kryptonite. Like
I spent most of my the time I can remember was on the farm.
Wait, a peanut farm? Like literally they grow peanuts there?
In North Carolina, my grandparents had a peanut farm in Greeleyville, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's different. That's the first time I've heard someone having a peanut farm.
Yeah, they grew peanuts. I think they grew some other things too, but not much of it. Mostly peanuts.
Wow, that is crazy. So now
so the trail mix
facts.
The trail mix is all about getting your nutrition in, right? So the bioavailability within actual foods, such as fruits, vegetables, nuts, berries, is through the roof versus something like a vitamin or some sort of dry dietary supplement.
Yep.
So the whole thing was getting your nutrients in a way that's enjoyable and in a way that your body's actually going to assimilate the nutrients into your body versus just passing them through. So I went into research and development into the trail mix years ago, and it took 3 years just to perfect the granola. to make it alkalinizing, electrifying, and energizing, and nutriting, mineralizing, and 100% harmonious with the body.
All that is like selling points, like neutralizing. Like yeah. Nah, you practice that. You practice that. Nah, shout out to you. So even with the so what would you even say for a person? So is there multiple different like kinds of the trail mix, or is it just there options?
So there are some.
Yeah, that was fireworks, guys. I know we're in Albany. It was fireworks, guys. Chill.
Yeah, they're having fun out there.
We're recording this a day after July 4th, so you know.
So I'm sorry. Yes, the trail mix. So I do have new flavors of the trail mix rolling out. The sesame blend version has already been released.
Nice.
That one has, a combination of tahini butter and a number of other ingredients put into the granola to give it a more of a gooey, chewy texture.
So now, like, even before we get to the next question, so how hard is it in being able to do all these concoctions, bro? Because you're basically like a fucking, like, you're like a chemist to an extent, feel me? Like, you got to figure out the perfect blend of everything to make the perfect final product. So like
on paper, I'm a chemist. So
how has that been? Feel me? Just that journey of like going from I'm just an entrepreneur. It's like, oh no, now I'm a chemist. Feel me? Now it's like I'm a chemist entrepreneur, and then now it's like
Well, like I was a chemist first before I was an entrepreneur.
Word.
So to be honest, when I first made a lot of the products you see in front of you, from the trail mix to the body butter to the incense, it doesn't matter. The intention was never to sell it. The intention was to make it for my home, my household, for my people.
Yep.
And this journey began when I was a child.
Yeah.
From childhood up, I was in my parents' attic, elbow deep in either wax or butters or something, making some new invention, and I was always called the little mad scientist.
Of course. They say what's the quote? There's a quote that they say crazy people sound like or like smart people sound crazy to like something like that where you basically sound crazy.
The intelligent sound foolish to fools.
Exactly. There it is. See, yes. There it is.
They can't wrap their mind around the ideas that you have.
Yeah. Nah, exactly. You get it. Feel me? So, now let's talk about the visions of Phre. Feel me? Because we said it earlier. You got bodily stuff. You got stuff to eat. Feel me? That you can ingest. Now, you for yourself talk about the different lanes that you guys are heading in with Phre.
So right now, technically, there are over 7 divisions of our company, but we're not going to talk about all of them today.
Yes.
So
you got to follow them on Instagram to get the drop. Follow them on Instagram. We're gonna roll that right here. Roll that.
So the division I'm most proud of would be Phre Essentials.
Phre Essentials?
That's like my baby.
Now what is and he got the paperwork right here backing it up. Don't play with it. So Phre Essentials.
Yes, that's the herbal remedy personal care products. Where we use my own patented and my own invented process for infusions of the oils, and then our own meticulously paired herbal pairings for the products themselves to give them the best effect for healing and skin rejuvenation from top down. So that's like our main thing for
that's like the bread and butter,
yes.
pun intended.
Oh yeah,
because it's like you got some shea butter in there or something like that. Yeah. That's the bread and butter for me. And then you got we talked about the electric fuel.
Electric fuel snacks.
That's a trail mix
and beverages.
Nice.
We also
beverages. Nice.
Yes.
Let's show that to the camera.
So we got the cold brew herbal remedy detoxifying teas, 100% natural and organic. That's the hibiscus flavor right there.
Okay. All right.
And then of course we have a few different flavors of the trail mix out right now. Then we have granola bars coming soon. Then we have the spelt chips as well. Those are a rare item. God, good luck getting them from me because they go as soon as I have them ready.
All right, yeah, go. We'll talk about that later. How we could get our hands on these exclusive products. We'll talk about that later.
So the electric fuel is actually a really big thing We've been kind of keeping it on the hush while we get some things developed. One of the most popular items that we have released on the low would be our jollof quinoa, which is extremely delicious.
What?
Yes. So we do a lot on the low. On the low.
For the record, right? Watch. I read it. The whole script pauses right here, like, yo, I've never had jollof.
What?
I've never had jollof.
I'm not mad at you.
I'm Jamaican too, so it's like I don't know. When would I run into opportunity to get jollof? I mean, it might be here.
You might be. I was just about to say this.
It's not even might. It is here.
Might.
It is here. Feel me? It is here.
We're gonna have to cut to a future scene where we got the jollof quinoa. It's like, oh, we're here.
Nah, fact. So now you have also Pure Harmony. Talk about that.
So
That's
Pure Harmony is all about setting your space right.
Mm.
Cleansing the energy from your space, any poor energy. Not just that, there are many other scientifically proven facts of our benefits of smudging or different particular incense, especially a pure resin incense stick where it doesn't have a lot of the harmful chemicals that they add into commercial incense, which are proven to cause things such as lung cancer and skin irritations.
See, that's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we've got incense, smudges, stones, smudge pots, and more.
What's smudges? Put me onto that.
So
what is smudges?
so the act of smudging is to burn an herb or substance, and the act of clearing or cleansing the air or space.
So is that like one of these? Is this smudging?
Absolutely. So
Okay.
that would be one of our healing bundles where we combine a number of elements together to get the maximum healing or clearing
okay,
properties.
and like the sandalwood and everything is like wrapped up in
Yes.
it. I've
Yes.
actually never seen the whole like. Damn, this is
like that. Yeah.
No, I like that. I like that a lot. That's nice.
That's that combination of white sage, palo, and cedar.
So smudging is like the mix of the different scents in.
You don't have to mix. You can do just one.
Oh, okay.
So lots of people are only familiar with white sage and
Yeah,
the act of
exactly.
smudging with white sage, or simply burning the herb, as they may or may not
Right.
refer to it as.
Oh, that's interesting. That's interesting. So now, there's more. Hold on. So y'all going crazy. So you flip the backside. They got the free designs, they got the free photography, and they got the free apparel. Feel me? So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Like I said, make sure you follow them on Instagram for more info down. We gonna roll it again. Roll it. All right, there it is. There it is. And now let's talk about, it's DJ Hollywood. Don't forget the 8. So now let's talk about the 8 amazing facts about free essentials.
Yes.
So, all natural. We love to hear it. Let's talk about
It
it.
ain't just all natural. It's 100% true natural. So just so you know, they can legally define things as all natural. They got nothing to do with nature at all. So I like to call our products true natural because I use my actual brain when determining whether or not a product or an ingredient is natural or not before adding it into our products.
So you got plant-based in there too, man.
Yes, 100% plant-based. No animal products or byproducts used in any of our products. Not to mention, we go above that and we make sure we don't use anything that may even have a small percentage of animal byproducts in it.
That's clutch. So you're also you're a vegan, right?
Some might try to call me a vegan. I like to say I'm a conscious eater. I allow the term vegan to apply to me simply because the way I eat falls within that box. So
that was a whole poem right there. That was a haiku or something. So unrefined.
Yes.
So like just break that down just a little bit more.
So instead of going into what unrefined is, I'm gonna go into why we use unrefined.
Yep.
So we use unrefined ingredients because of the constituency that's present. So what we're talking about is the amino acids, we're talking about the vitamins, the minerals, all the nutrients that are present that your body really wants to get from those things, which really gives it its real healing power, its potency. And another little tidbit I'm going to add in there, FYI, things that are stripped of their nutrients strip you of your nutrients as well.
That's haiku number 2. You're right. You got a couple of them things in this interview. So handcrafted and homemade. So you make all the products we see here. You do it yourself.
Yes.
So how is it even that process for me? I know it's a lot of trial and error with, being your own, like.
I mean, it's fun.
No, I believe it. It's and that's the thing. Like, entrepreneur life and business is what you make it.
Yeah.
If you feel like it's a headache, then
It's gonna be a headache.
It's gonna be a headache. If you feel like it's fun,
Yeah.
and you enjoy doing it, then it's gonna be the most
Yeah.
enjoyable experience ever. So, no, I definitely hear that.
Yeah, my significant other will tell you I move a mile a minute. I like a hurricane. I just move through the space. When things are done, they're done.
No, I understand that. So that I only touched on four of the 8 facts. So make sure you tap in with them on Instagram. Once again, roll it. Make sure you tap in with them on Instagram for the other 4. Feel me? So now let's talk about buying black.
Yes, sir.
Talk about the importance of buying black.
So every community is responsible for circulating the dollars or money that's meant to support that community around that community at least 6 times in order to make some sort of active growth and change for that community. So for the black community, it is a pretty well-known fact at this point that a dollar doesn't bounce, not even one time.
Hell no.
When it's supposed to bounce at least 6 times for us to actually see any effective change. So it's even more important for businesses to pay attention to that, black businesses. So and basically what I'm saying is that black businesses have to shop with each other,
Yep.
not just have other people shop with us, because that's really what's going to allow our community to make use of that dollar bouncing around.
Yep.
So here at Phre, we do our utmost best to shop and or supply or get all of our supplies and materials from other black and or Native American organizations and businesses. And we've been successful doing that so far.
Facts. Buy black. Feel me on that note. So now my next question, I'm taking it there. Feel me? So who do you feel like, you ready for this? Who do you feel like is the most how did I word this earlier? So who do you feel like is the most, all right, boom. Who do you feel like is the biggest threat to the black man in America?
Who? Whom, huh? Whom? If
I just want your opinion on the question. I got a question to pose, and I just want your opinion on it. You could take it however.
Oh my gosh. Whom? That might be a difficult question to answer. I suppose the individuals who are the most dangerous to us would be those who are ignorant to the situation at large. Not just as it is in the present day, but that which has happened leading up to the present. So a lot of people don't understand what's actually going on, and they may think everything's okay.
Correct.
They may not see the oppression. They may not see the redlining.
The privilege, all that.
The privilege, the abuse, the brutality. They may not be able to see it. So those people who will fully invest in that idea that everything's okay, that's actually a delusion. And any sort of rationality you try to bring to them, it's not going to make its way into their rational thinking part of their brain. I would say that those types of individuals are most dangerous if you want to
take it there.
Take it there, yeah.
All right, moving on. So, do you have a website? Does Phre have a website right now?
Absolutely.
All right, so what's the website?
www.stayphre.com. That's
stayfree.com.
www.stayfree.com.
We will be rolling that in the little, we're going to put that down there.
Oh, yeah.
So now beyond the website, so that's where people watching this on YouTube or wherever can support. But in person, so, there's some in-person events that will be upcoming and coming up this week specifically.
Absolutely.
So talk about, a couple pop-up shops that you got coming up, and, we'll dive into the South End night market after.
After that?
Yep.
Well, this week at the Nascent Fellowship, that's down on 347 South Pearl Street, Albany, New York, 12202. We will be having a pop-up shop event for 3 days straight from Wednesday, Thursday,
3 days straight?
Friday. Absolutely. Yes. So those will be beginning at 11 and running into the evening every day. All 3 days, I should say.
Copy.
And yeah, we're going to have a number of black vendors here with us. We're going to have food. We're going to have body care products, of course. We got everything that Phre Centrals and Pure Harmonious Revolutionary Experience and Electric Fuel and more has to offer. And of course, there will be other vendors as well.
So that's Wednesday and Thursday.
Yes, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
And Friday. You said 3 days. Correct.
Yes.
Correct. So now we'll shift into now. So on this Thursday at the South End Night Market, It's More Than Music will be doing a takeover. You know, DJ Holly will be in the building from 5 to 8, and then we'll be doing like I said, it's gonna be a takeover. So I'm bringing some friends with me, and we got some music artists that will be performing. So if you in the area, pop up. But also, Phre will be in the building, and they will have a table. So kind of explain what is the South End Night Market and how's been your experience there.
So the South End Night Market is an initiative. I believe they have quite a few goals, but I'm going to really give you my POV.
Yep.
So I see it as an initiative to do one, bring more exposure and what's the word I'm looking for? Attention.
Yeah. Attention. Exposure is kind of it though.
Yeah.
Exposure, attention, and like brand awareness.
Yes.
Yeah.
To not just the South End, but all the vendors and entrepreneurs and crafters and farmers.
Now watch this. So what is the South End though? For people who don't know, like they might just think it's like a cool term that came about, but what is the South End?
I don't know how my
stomping ground. So look, exactly. So South End is basically the part of Albany that nobody goes to, and that gets overlooked.
Oh, is that what they say?
I feel that way. I don't feel like. Are we in the South End right now or no?
We're in the South End right now. Yes.
Yeah, I feel like
it is labeled as a bad neighborhood. It's labeled as a bad neighborhood, but you know, I don't mind living around the corner from my auntie.
Fact, cousin. Like facts. So now just explain. So what has been that experience for me with like just you being getting in contact with a new customers and like just people pulling up and seeing your table and just what has that vibe been since? Because I know it's been going on for a couple weeks already. I haven't been able to pop up down there.
Okay.
Pun intended, pop up.
So I believe this is my second year vending.
Nice.
With the South End Night Market. And I gotta say, it's been really nice having an avenue to get more connected with my community.
A place to be. Yeah.
It doesn't matter how many ads I put out there. It doesn't matter how many Facebook, social media posts I post. There's just a huge audience that I just cannot reach without being exposed to them face to face.
Face to face, yeah.
So the South End Night Market has really given me a great opportunity to get exposed to this group, to this audience, the people I grew up around. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I gotta say, I found it real difficult beforehand to bridge that gap between me and this particular my community.
Yeah. So that's dope, man. So how long has I skipped over this question. How long has Phre been in business?
Well, technically, we've been in business for a very long time, but we continue to reorganize.
Yep.
So we had our first real reorganization in 2012. Mm-hmm. So a lot of if you look up our records, it's gonna seem like that's really when we started. Mm-hmm. But to be honest, I was really just doing business as myself at that time.
Yeah.
So Phre really just organized this year.
Congrats, man.
So this is when we've really organized as an organization together and pulled together.
As you see.
So everything up until now has been kind of gearing up for now.
Facts. And congrats, man. Congrats. Like I said, beyond, I know we're having this interview like casually, but like we were homies before the branding and everything, So definitely congrats to you, bro, and keep doing your thing. So another thing too that I want to touch on. So I heard that at like I said, I haven't been to the South End Market yet until Thursday. Pop out 5 to 8. I heard that you do a what is the playlist called?
Oh, is there a name for the playlist?
It's free.
So I call it the Free Your Mind.
Free Your Mind. Okay, playlist. There we go. I like it. Yes. I like it. The Free Your Mind playlist. So what even made you come up with said playlist? Feel me?
Well, the whole thing is culture, right? And revitalization of the culture, reformation of the culture, revival of the culture, right? So music and language carries our culture.
1,000% universal. Yep.
Music is the soundtrack by which we live by and we develop our behaviors. So for me, music is very, very important. And it's one of the things I wanted to bring with me when I came to the night market. I wanted to be able to, at the very least, expose my community to different artists, to different music. That have a sound that they would appreciate and a message that they would appreciate too.
5 to 8 Thursday. Pull up. I'm gonna try to drop this before Thursday, but we'll see. All right. So now hold on. So there was another question. Let me get this here. So so now what's next? So what's next for Phre? Feel me? Like you said, you've been doing it since 2012. The business kind of flourished within this year. You kind of, got on the what is it? Got on the ground running. What's the term?
Hit the ground running.
Hit the ground running.
Yes,
feel me? And now you're in full tread. So what's next for the brand?
So there's definitely 3 things on my agenda.
We're listening.
So let's see. At the top of my list, I really, really feel the need to just like get exposure. Let people know we're here.
Exposure. Look, we gonna do hit the follow on the gram. Follow them on the gram. On that note, all right?
Because there's so many people who don't know we're here. What we're doing.
Yeah.
So the second thing on my list would be to not just really reorganize, like because we're reorganizing right now. I want to be able to employ people within my community. Especially
give some work.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's a huge goal for us at this time. Is getting to the point where we can not only open up additional workshops but employ people to work with
people. Yeah, exactly. Financially,
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
And then the last thing on the list would be to expand my product line. Yes.
So hypothetically, right? So where would you go next with it? I know this is probably like a super early leak, but where would you? DJ Hollywood likes exclusive. So where, if hypothetically, if Phre was gonna start a head wrap. Free head wraps,
We have those.
I believe it. where would you go next if like manifesting? What's something that like you didn't even like see into fruition, but you're like, this would actually be really, really dope if we took this there.
Like now at this point, like something that I never imagined, but I can imagine now.
Current situation, real time.
Something that I couldn't imagine before.
Yep.
That I can imagine now.
Yeah.
Do you know me?
Let's go. I'm here for it.
I can't think of anything at all. Like honestly, I've got notebooks full of ideas, but it's nothing new for me. It's just more details. We're finding the ideas. One thing that someone did bring up to me was the idea of purchasing, like, not just purchasing property and land, but purchasing islands.
Ooh.
Plural.
Oh my goodness.
And they were talking about how spiritual I was and how motivational I was and just how they could feel the genuine kindness from me. And they were just talking about how I should create retreats for people to
a free treat. Yo, no, but imagine though, like, what does it even go into owning an island? Like, who do you hit up for that? Like, yo, bro, like, can I buy your island? Like,
there are island brokers, and you can get an island for as little as $30,000 a year.
Get the Yo, guys, who? Come, somebody comment. Who want to buy an island with me? Like, what's up? Like, what are we doing? Like, what are we doing here?
Me, I'm ready.
say less. Nah, that's fire. So buying an island, like that's like.
No, the idea was islands.
Oh, heard it.
So, like, I actually had the idea to buy an island once upon a time, know, but this person was literally talking about buying up islands in different parts of the world and creating places where people could come to get away from everything.
Hell, bro, people would literally easily pay money for that. Like, vacation is vacation,
yeah,
but it's
that's
like
true.
If you could hit them with like you going on vacation with me and you getting some trail mix, you're
getting the whole free experience.
You literally everything within there is like, yo, there's free body wash, there's free that's a really good one.
Yeah.
I'm bringing the whole crew. I'm bringing the whole squad.
I'm with it. I'm ready.
Nah, facts.
Yes.
So one of my last questions is basically, so the brand is It's More Than Music, but I love to support brands. It's more than a brand. So for Phre and the brand, why is it more than music? Why is it just more than music? Because you say you bring it to every, you try to bring it to include it in. Everywhere you pop up to. Shout out to HQ, because I seen you pop up at HQ a couple times too, you feel me? So even with that, so why is it more than music for Phre?
Well, there's a whole bunch of quotes that are popping in my head, stand for something or fall for anything. I just all these quotes are popping in my head with that particular question. Just because at the end of the day, if you live for money,
talk about it.
Like, are you dying for money too? Like,
probably. Yep.
So, like, at the end, so then what did you really do with your time? You know what I'm saying? So really, what we're doing is we're imposing culture, even though imposing has a negative connotation.
Of course, that's subjective, yeah.
And we're sharing our lifestyle, and we're showing people that you can enjoy yourself and be healthy and be right with yourself all at the same time without spending $1 million on some magical pill. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. All right, man. Well, listen. So that is a wrap, man. Let them know where they can follow, the brand and website, all that stuff.
So, of course, you can find us at www.stayphere.com. That's stayphre.com. And, of course, you can follow our Instagram page. That's at stayphre, at stayphere. Once again, I'm Pompey the Poet. You should already know it.
Ooh, and you already know, man. It's your boy DJ Hollywood. Don't forget the 8. And last but not least, man, it's more than music. We out of here. Don't forget to subscribe and like. All right, that's right.